We are
the Network Blender.
Welcome to the Network Blender, right here in Rockwall County. We have 3 great, wonderful segments for you today. We are so excited to bring to you a special guest. Our first segment is going to be the Local Blend with Kim Johnson. She's going to give us all the information going on right here in our community and telling us everything that's happening right here in our own backyard. The Spin Cycle with Scott Dodson, everything political, where current events get fresh rinse, a thoughtful twist, and maybe a little motion that you didn't see coming. And then Shaken Not Stirred with me, Tammy Escobedo, your host, with our Rockwall County Judge, Frank New, right here telling us all the things that are going on during this new election season. You won't want to miss it. Stay tuned and welcome to the Network Blender.
Hi, I'm Kim Johnson and welcome to the Local Blend. Today, we're going to talk about current events in the area. And the first thing I want to tell you about is the real estate market climate is heating up. Lots of showings have been being booked and lots of properties are starting to go under contract. We also have a few nonprofit items that I'd like to bring to your attention. We have Women in Need Chocolate Indulgence, and it is going to be on February the 13th of 2026 at 501 Yacht Club. Everyone come out, have a date, celebrate for Valentine's. Bring your favorite Valentine, and if you would like to sponsor, there are plenty of sponsorship opportunities for your local business. In addition, we have the Rockwall Art League. They are going to be putting on a social in downtown Fate, and it is going to be on February the 10th from 6 to 8 p.m. We also have the coolest thing going on right now, and that is going to be She Leads Securely. It's a woman-only cybersecurity, personal branding, and internet awareness summit. It's going to be at Cavender's Nissan in Rockwall on February the 12th, 2026. There are 35 tickets remaining. There are also sponsorship opportunities still available. If you would like to have some tax write-offs, there's some great opportunities. Everyone jump in. Let's support our community. I'm Kim Johnson. Thank you for tuning in to the Local Blend.
Hi, I'm Scott Dodson, and I'm the host of the Spin Cycle here with the Network Blender. I wanted to talk to you today about the importance of coming out for voting in the primary elections, which are held on March the 3rd. It's really critical that you get out. In Rockwall County, we have about 90,000 registered voters. However, less than 15% typically turn out for an election like this. So your vote matters, your vote counts, and we have a lot at stake. One of the races that we're going to be talking about here today on our program is for the county judge seat here in Rockwall County. We will also elect a representative to run for Congress in the newly created District 32, which encompasses all of Rockwall County. We also have court of law appointments that will be occurring and multiple candidates running for these roles. A couple of dates to keep in mind. Primary election is on March the 3rd. The first day of early voting is February the 17th, so just in 2 short weeks from today. The last day to submit your application for a ballot by mail is on February 20th, and the last day of early voting is February 27th. So again, March 3rd is election day. To get to a polling station near you, go to www.rockwallvotes.com. That's www.rockwallvotes.com. Thank you very much, and we'll see you at the polls.
Well, I'm Tammy Escobedo, and this is Shaken Not Stirred. We're just going to talk about some really fun things today. Rockwall County, we talk with people that are shaping it, right? So we're excited to be here with leadership, decisions, challenges, and the why behind them. So today we are joined by Rockwall County Judge Frank New. Judge New currently serves as our county judge. He's our top elected official and is seeking re-election. His role touches everything from infrastructure, that's a fun one.
That is a fun one.
Public
right?
safety to growth, budgeting and the long-term direction of our country, our county.
Of our
Not
county,
country. Hey,
and a
what do we-
very small part of our country.
Congratulations, Judge. You've got a promotion.
I did it.
Okay,
I did it.
let's
I didn't even
go.
have to run.
There you go.
Come on.
Yeah.
So, Judge New, thank you for joining us today and for being willing to have a really thoughtful and transparent conversation with us. There's a lot of questions going on. So first, tell us, how did you first get started into politics and what led you to seek the county judge seat?
So and thank you for allowing me to be here.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Great.
Thank you for the
Certainly.
invite. What got me into politics was a pizza roll and a lady who tricked me in our neighborhood. So I was working on our house,
Yeah.
and it was not livable. So
Okay.
I was working during the day. We lived over in Rowlett, and coming to Heath, where we live now, and working on the house as long as I could, as often as I could. A lady showed up with a pizza roll,
Right.
and which is good way to show up, and said, "We're having an HOA meeting at the end of the neighborhood later tonight."
Right.
And I'm like, "Great. Let me go check that out. You gave me pizza. I think I have to go."
I'll remember that.
Yeah,
Always bring me.
that's it. Lead with a pizza roll. So I went to the meeting. Lance Holland, Justin Holland's father, was president of the HOA, and he said he needed some help.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, everybody got interested in the ground when he asked for help. And I am the brand new guy, so I said, I'll help.
Yeah, don't make eye contact.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's it. And so everybody said, "Yay, the new guy will be the president." And I said, No. I will not be the president. I'm not the lightning rod. I am the worker bee behind the scenes. I'd be happy to work. I am not the upfront guy. "Okay, will you be vice president?" And I said, yeah, that sounds good. That's behind the scenes.
Right.
But I tell people, had I paid attention in civics class in high school, I would know what happens to the vice president when the president resigns.
Oh, yeah.
So Lance had to resign because of health reasons, no
Okay.
fault of his own. So lo and behold, I'm
Guess who's the
president of the
Right.
HOA. Have no idea what it means to be president of the HOA.
Meet the new boss. Meet the
Yeah,
new
yeah.
boss. Let's go.
So the people that lived in the neighborhood started asking me questions about
Right.
what's going on with this property, what's going on with the roads, what's going on here, what about this water tower we're supposed to build. So I had to go down to City Hall to get all the information, and that was
Right.
kind of I tell people HOA is a gateway drug. You get on that, and then you go start finding answers, and then if you find more questions than answers, that lead you to find the answers to those questions, and it continues until you're county judge one day.
Right.
So
Well, Judge, you are in elite company in Heath, right? A lot of people don't know this, but our national security advisor, John Ratcliffe,
Yes, he does.
Served in Heath on city council and as mayor. Sheriff Terry Garrett for Rockwall County was also the chief of police, or the chief of all DPS
Yes, sir.
in Heath as well. And you are now a part of that company, starting in Heath and then moving to the county judge position. So, I got to ask, because you've had a terrific run from a political perspective. You've done great things everywhere that you've been. What were some of the things when you were in Heath that you're kind of the most proud of?
Several things that are just kind of administrative.
Right.
Updating the comprehensive plan,
Yep.
the Parks and Trails plan. But the thing that I think I was most passionate about was the Heath Farmers Market.
Gotcha.
So I started that and ran that for 3 years,
Right.
which was a labor of love. And when you live in a place, you go to work and you go to home.
Right.
And if that's the only place you go, you don't have community. So it's those third places
Right.
that give you a sense of community, and that can be a church, a soccer field. Well, we made the farmers market, and it was a beautiful thing to watch, where people could come have a glass of wine, buy some sourdough bread, spend several hours, and just visit with each other. So I was really proud of that. But the crowning achievement, I believe, was getting Heath motivated politically and to remain engaged and
Right.
motivated.
Right.
So I started the Heath Votes movement, which if you moved into Heath, we sent you a packet that
Right.
said, hey, we Heath votes.
Sure.
It's your responsibility as a citizen to vote. We're not going to tell you who to vote for, but you have to vote.
Right.
And I'll tell you, Heath punches above our weight.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, really, for 11,000 people, we turn out the same number of votes as the city of Rockwall does that has 50,000 people.
Yeah,
It's
right?
incredible, isn't it?
It is incredible. It is, and I'm really proud of that.
Awesome.
you should
How do
be.
you think all that experience really helped transition you into the county judge seat?
Oh gosh, so that helped a lot, just understanding what speed governments move at, and that's a frustrating thing for someone in the business world,
Right.
to just think, man, we are moving so slow, and then
Right.
to have the city staff and now the county staff say we are going at breakneck speed,
Yeah.
and it's like, but we're not. We're just so it helped there mentally to
Yeah.
prepare for that. And gosh, the city budget is different than a county budget. I mean, the county budget is, I don't know, 200 pages, $59 million with fees and costs that come in from all angles, mandates, and it is a complex beast
Right.
that takes really a team to put together. So having that, at least that first taste and understanding the language at the city, really helped me hit the ground running at the
Right.
county.
That's awesome.
Well, you were really able to build off of that, and obviously you've really kind of balanced the budget in each year that you have been in office. And we as taxpayers are so grateful for that. You're a great financial steward with regards to looking at the budget itself and really taking a look at the overall tax rates of the citizenry and making sure that they are paying the least amount of taxes as possible to deliver the maximum amount of services. And I think that that is about all that can be asked without doing a magic trick. So
Man,
that is really
I
terrific.
appreciate that, and
Yeah.
that makes it all the more frustrating when the state of Texas tries to take powers from us, and then they say you're taxing too much. Oh, by the way, here's an unfunded mandate.
Right.
And it's like, well, can we be logical for just a minute
Yeah,
here?
that's right.
But thank you for that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Frank, no problem at all. And pivoting for a second, roads are a really big topic of conversation,
Big topic,
right?
yes, sir.
We have a lot of county roads that go through Rockwall County, and in Precinct 3, where I live, there are a lot of county roads that go through there as well. There were bonds that were issued or at least voted on back in 2021
Yes.
called Trip 21 bonds.
Yes, sir.
What can you tell us about those bonds and the timing of releasing those bonds and taking that down to fund some of these projects?
Yeah, so we've just released 50 million.
Great.
Of the 150 million. The voters
Right.
approved 150 million. And I get that question a lot of, why did it take so long to release it? And if we're in a format where it's a forum and you have 30 seconds to answer, it's
Right.
like, I can't get you up to speed in 30 seconds. But there's confusion out there, the difference between city roads and how they're funded and built,
Yeah.
and this county projects. So cities, they can issue COs, certificates of obligation, where they own the road, they can put out for bid and start building.
Right.
Now, the county is in a little bit of a unique position because the majority of the roads we need done are state roads. We don't have the authority to do them. They're not owned by us. So we have to move at the speed of TxDOT. And to compound that, we have laws. We're not issuing COs, we're issuing bonds. And we have to issue no more debt than we reasonably expect to expend 85% of it in the next 3 years.
Right.
So if we were to issue all the debt, which is some people calling just issue the debt, we can't. And the
Right.
punishment is severe. If we do, and we're not expending or reasonably expected to expend 85% of it in 3 years, the IRS can come in and have, not to Rockwall, but to other
Right.
places, and consider it income.
Right.
So they take a third of it, and then they take any interest you earn via arbitrage, and that goes back to the lender.
Right.
So you end up with, we would end up with the taxpayers on the hook for 150 million in debt that
Right.
we only got 100 million use out
Right.
of.
So you're not allowed to take it down unless you actually have
You-
something
you-
to spend against it within a period of time.
That's right.
Right.
So
right.
we had bonds also in 2008 that were issued.
Okay.
We just expended, because of that exact scenario,
Right.
the last of that 2008 bonds in December of last year.
Okay.
So you have to spend the old debt before you take on the new debt.
Right.
So we just had, matter of fact, last month in January, had a very successful bond sale. The county has superior ratings. Fitch rated us at AAA, which is
Terrific.
is as high as you can get, and it's something I'm pretty proud of. And one of the things they said, the reasons that got us to a AAA was my commitment to conservative budgeting
Right.
and to keep the tax rate down for the taxpayers.
Terrific. Well, we are all so very excited to see these roads start to take shape, and I know that there's a lot of engineering work that needs to be done.
Yes, sir.
And you talked about the speed of government and how coming from the business sector, how slow it can seem. And I'm sure that that's even exacerbated when we look at the state level and then most certainly again at the federal level. So
Yes, it is. So yeah, we do Trip 21. The bonds have been issued.
right.
Right now, we have 3 roads
Mhm.
that are environmentally cleared and have engineering done that are waiting on TxDOT to start construction. At the end of 2026, we'll have at least 4 more added to that list,
Right.
and then 3 more in 2027. So
Great.
we will have roads stacked up, waiting on TxDOT, and at some point, they have told us that they will get to it to keep sailing on course,
Right.
and at some point they will start picking up these projects.
Terrific. I've heard you say many times in Commissioner's Court, you want these projects to be shovel ready,
Yes.
and you want to give TxDOT every reason to work in Rockwall County.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
that's great. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
You bet. You
My
bet.
next question was going to be, have they released any of the funds from the bonds? But I think you already answered that
Yep.
question.
Yeah.
So we're good.
50
We're gonna go
million.
on.
50 million will be in the bank account, our bank account, in 2 weeks.
Awesome. Good. We're going to go on to you, Scott. You have a
Absolutely.
great
So,
question.
Judge, one of the big suit actions that are out there right now is the issue with River Rock, I believe, and D.R. Horton.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And as you so eloquently have pinned that, it's kind of like dropping a city out of the sky
It absolutely is.
into our area, right? It's our understanding that each county commissioner has been sued individually. You have been sued,
Yes, sir.
individually
Yes, sir.
on this. We realize that there are some things that you can talk about in
Mhm,
public and some things that you cannot. What can you share with us about that suit and sort of your approach?
Yeah, so there's 2 suits. There's one that's in state court, and then there's one that's in federal court.
Right.
The state court is D.R. Horton challenging the county's authority to apportion infrastructure to them. So they have plats called River Rock,
Right.
and you're correct. And we have adopted local government code 232.110, which is apportionment of county infrastructure, which allows us to apportion, and we did.
Right.
There's an appeals process. They appealed it. Came through the process. They said we think we should only pay police and roads.
Right.
And we said, you know what? With these first few phases, we agree.
Right.
And then they sued us anyway,
Okay.
and challenged our authority to do it. So that, and as you're aware of how legislature works, the government code 232.110 has been on the books since 2019, but it hasn't really been codified in the court. So
Right.
the way the Texas legislature works, they pass a law, and it has to get in front of the court where
Right.
the court says it's constitutional or not constitutional. I believe we have a really good chance with that. Now, the other suit, the federal lawsuit, is really in my opinion, a nuisance, politically motivated
Okay.
suit, and that you're correct. It names me in my capacity as judge, all the
Right.
commissioners in their capacity as commissioners. It names them personally, and then just throws out a bunch of outrageous Islamophobes, elitists. I'm the head of a cabal. I'm running poor people out of the county.
Right.
I
It's
mean,
basically firing for effect.
well, it is, and being timed with a political campaign. What I'm going to tell you is, within the next week or week and a half, there's going to be mysterious PACs that start sending flyers out that are going to quote this frivolous federal lawsuit that, as soon as it gets in front of a judge,
Right.
will be tossed out.
Gotcha.
So D.R. Horton's on the 2 suits, they're asking for an expedited judgment on the state suit,
Mhm.
but want the federal suit to go as slow as possible,
Right.
in my opinion, to get through this campaign and give the PACs, who, you know, I don't even have to spend any time telling people where the PACs are going to get their money.
Right.
Give them ammo to fire at me during this campaign. They really need me and my commissioners out of the way.
Right. Well, you know, one of the things that I've heard you say over and over again is, you know, we are a county of laws.
Yes,
and of ordinances, and
yes,
that if you're going to do any building in the county, you need to follow what that plan is. And we adopt the same thing even in the city of Heath, that if developers and builders are going to come in, we have guidance for them to follow.
There's a playbook that has a set of rules. Follow the rules and come build.
That's right.
And it's no different out in the county. We have subdivision rules and regulations.
Right.
Come, build something.
How much has been spent on those lawsuits now, and really what are your thoughts on what to look forward to? How much?
So we budgeted $350,000 for those lawsuits this year, and that'll be the bulk of it. We may have to budget $350,000 next year. But you know, my stance is pretty clear. We either pay it now, or the citizens end up paying a tax when somebody gets to come and drop a city out of the sky, like I've said, without the infrastructure. Somebody has to pay for the infrastructure, and the citizens will pay for it in an increased tax rate or a reduction in services, overcrowded schools, roads, and it's really, to me, it's just unthinkable to have a development where you don't know how to put out a fire.
Right.
I just, that just baffles me that we're going to court over this.
Right. Well, you know, look, the regional impact of that is massive.
State impact.
Yes. And, you know, we've faced things like that in the city of Heath. And, you know, listen, those things, those services are not inexpensive to pay for, and they impact every community around where those developments go.
They do. And the other frustrating thing is they're in mud districts. So, you know, the city of Heath has a tax rate per $100 of valuation right around a quarter. And most cities are right around a quarter. Well, MUDs are 75 cents up to $1, and they don't offer a tenth of the services that the city offers. The city can offer, you know, public works, parks, planning and zoning. I mean, you name all the different departments, fire, police, for a quarter. But out in the municipal utility districts, they're charging $1 and only doing roads and drainage. I mean, that doesn't make sense.
No. Everyone should have to pay their fair share, particularly because of the regional impact that these big developments have.
Yes.
Completely in agreement with you on that. Now, roll the tape forward. You look out 20 years from now, right? 20 years from now, what do you want to be remembered for in Rockwall County from the time that you served as county judge?
I want to be known as the judge who delivered open space.
Gotcha.
So we've had an open space plan, we have an open space alliance, and it's just never gotten traction and never gotten forward. I want to be the judge that finally delivers some open space for Rockwall County.
That's awesome. You're amazing. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
We're grateful that you're here, and best of luck to you in your re-election campaign.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Judge, very much. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll shake your hand.
Judge New, in honor of Valentine's Day, what is your wife's name?
My wife's name is Carrie.
All right, and who noticed who first and who made the first move? We need the official version and the real one.
Okay, my version is always the official one. It's county judge. It's one of the rights I have to have the official version. So I noticed my wife first. I worked for her family at a floor covering store in Muskogee, Oklahoma. Muskogee, Oklahoma. Yep, I am an Okie from Muskogee.
I ate at a diner there. Is it Darlene's or Betsy's? I think they're still there.
There's probably one of each there.
No, it's called Patsy's.
Patsy's. All of those sound like diners in Muskogee. No, I met her in the floor covering store. Her grandfather owned it, J.R. Ty Floor Covering Store. She was still in college, and she came in with her boyfriend. At the time, and I saw this beautiful redhead walk in with the blue eyes, and I didn't know that she was my boss's daughter, but I thought, man, she is pretty. So I am watching her walk up, and then somebody introduces us, and her boyfriend was there, and he was looking at the ground, and I just thought, no, no, this is, you're not gonna be able to handle this fiery redhead. So I noticed her
Wow.
first, and then when she came home for summer break, she worked at the store. So before she went to law school, so we kind of did interview questions. So the honest answer to who made the first move, I would tell you I did, but I know in retrospect now that she kind of herded me right into the corner where I thought I made the first move. But I realize now that no, I didn't. That first move was made long ago, but I'm thankful for it. And gosh, we've been together 30 years now.
Wow, that is
Yeah.
a cute story.
Yeah, thank you.
A very cute story. I like the flip at the end. The end flip.
And most important, are you ready for Valentine's Day, or do you have plans, or are you still in the middle of making reservations?
So I am not ready for Valentine's Day, which is standard procedure for me to realize a couple days out that, oh, I'm in trouble. And my wife knows that, and usually will give me hints along the way and remind me it's Valentine's Day. And we're trying to figure out how to be empty nesters now. So it makes it pretty easy when I can say, where do you want to go? What do you want to do?
Right.
She did drop us a hint, by the way. Oh.
Was it a good hint?
It was a good hint. She
did.
dropped us a hint.
Okay. All right.
Can you
Well,
guess what it is?
It is flowers.
Oh, I was talking about where you're going to eat.
Oh,
What y'all are going to do?
No.
That's not it.
Yeah, we're not, not that kind of show.
Yeah. Not that kind of show. We're PG.
You got it. Got it.
Kim, did you have any questions for him?
I just want to thank you for coming and joining us today, and thank you for your candid answers to all of our questions.
Well, you're
and
welcome.
for the great commentary. We really appreciate it.
You bet.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you for being right here at the Network Blender today. We appreciate you being here and joining us and watching our show.
And we're really thankful for the hub here in Fate for letting us film.
Yes.
They are just such great people, and we're
Yes.
so thankful for them.
That's right.
And don't forget to join us at Shenanigans on February 16th, 4:30 to 6:30 p.m.
For the Network Mixer.
for the Network
Right?
Mixer.
Fantastic. Listen, all elected officials that are currently running for office have been invited to this event. So we're really looking forward to having the opportunity to socialize and meet with them and really encourage everybody to come on out and join us as well.
Right.
And do not forget to thank Shenanigans, guys.
Yeah, for
Okay.
always
Thank
hosting.
you,
Right.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans always host our network mixer, and we're so grateful to them. So thank
Yes.
you very much, Shenanigans.
I'm Tammy Escobedo,
I'm Scott Dodson.
I'm Kim Johnson.
I'm Maya Krause.
and we are
The
the
Network
Network Blender.